Did you know that most of the world's population lives in the north? And Bangkok has a full name that's 163 letters long. And here's a surprise. While the Middle East is known for its vast deserts, it actually imports sand from other countries. Fascinating, right? So, in this video, we're diving into fascinating geography facts. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore the wonders of geography together. Number 1. You might think of Alaska as the westernmost state in the US, especially when looking at a map, but did you know it's also the easternmost state? How is that possible? Alaska's Aleutian Islands stretch so far west that they cross into the eastern hemisphere. This makes Semisopochnoi Island part of the Aleutian chain, the easternmost point in all of North America. Number 2. In the Philippines, there's a fascinating natural wonder called Vulcan Point. It's an island located within Main Crater Lake. Main Crater Lake sits on Volcano Island. Volcano Island is surrounded by Lake Taal, and Lake Taal is on the island of Luzon. So it's a lake within an island on a lake within another island. Truly a geographical marvel. Number 3. Mount Everest may be the tallest mountain above sea level, but the title of the tallest mountain on Earth actually belongs to Mauna Kea. Mauna Kea rises 13,796 feet above sea level. But that's just part of its true height. If you measure from its base on the Pacific Ocean floor, it reaches an incredible 32,808 feet, over 3,000 feet taller than Everest. Number 4. Iceland is being pulled apart by the North American and European tectonic plates, and the island is stretching wider every year. These plates are drifting so dramatically that Iceland grows by nearly 5 centimeters annually, making it a living, expanding wonder. Number 5. As North and South America drift westward, the Pacific Ocean is steadily shrinking. Each year, Asia and North America inch closer together, causing the Pacific to shrink by 2 to 3 centimeters. A slow but unstoppable shift. Number 6. Russia spans an incredible 11 time zones out of the 24 in the world. This means that while someone in one part of Russia is waking up at 7 a.m., someone on the other side might already be enjoying their evening dinner. Number 7. It might seem obvious that California is west of Nevada, but take a closer look at the map. Los Angeles is actually 86 miles east of Reno. Even more surprising, Nevada is nearly 300 miles from the Pacific Ocean, making this geographic twist even harder to believe. Number 8. Mexico City, originally built on a lake in 1325 AD, is sinking at an alarming rate of about 3.2 feet per year. The Aztecs created an artificial island by filling in Lago de Texcoco, and in 1521, the Spaniards built their city on the ruins. Today, heavy reliance on water from the aquifer beneath the city has caused it to sink a staggering 32 feet over the past 60 years. Number 9. The Philippines isn't just an archipelago. It's a sprawling wonder of 7,641 islands. That's hundreds more than the 7,107 islands scientists once thought existed. With each new discovery, the country's breathtaking island count just keeps growing. Number 10. Sure, New York and Los Angeles have far more people than any town in Alaska, but when it comes to land size, Alaska boasts some of the largest cities in the United States. Take Sitka, for example. With just over 10,000 residents, it covers a massive 2,800 square miles. Compare that to New York City, which is only 302 square miles. Number 11. The Northern Hemisphere is home to a staggering 90% of the Earth's population. Out of nearly 8 billion people on the planet, about 6.57 billion live north of the equator. This includes the vast populations of North America, Europe, most of Africa and Asia, and even parts of South America. Number 12. The city with the longest name in the world is Krungthep Mahanakon, Amon Ratanakosin, Mahinthara Yuthaya, Mahadilok Hop Noparat, Ratchathani Burirom, Udum Ratchaniwet, Mahasathan, Amon Piman, Awatan Sathit Sakatatia, Witsanukam Prasit. Rather than using this 21-word mouthful, the city is more commonly known by its nickname, Bangkok. This impressive full name holds the record for the longest place name on Earth. And honestly, it's hard to imagine anything longer. Number 13. In Scandinavian, the word for river is simply O. Both Norway and Sweden have villages with this minimalist name. Sweden takes it a step further with a village named Ö, which means island. Short and sweet, these names are as unique as they are concise. Number 14. The UK's full name, United Kingdom of Great Britain, and Northern Ireland, holds the record for the most characters in an official country name. Libya previously held the title with its 63-character name: Al-Jumahiriya, Al-Arabiya, Al-Libya, Ash-Shabiya, Al-Ishtirakiya, Al-Uzma. However, in 2013, Libya simplified its name to State of Libya, passing the honor to the UK. Number 15. Brazil is so massive that it spans an incredible 3,287,956 square miles of South America. In fact, it borders nearly every country on the continent. Only Ecuador and Chile, both on the west coast, are separated from Brazil by other nations. Number 16. In 1983, the Soviet Vostok station in Antarctica recorded an astonishingly frigid ground temperature of -100 to 28.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or -89.2 degrees Celsius. That's so cold, it feels like nature itself is daring anything to survive. One of the harshest, most extreme temperatures ever recorded on Earth. Number 17. High above Peru, on the shimmering waters of Lake Titicaca, there exists a remarkable tribe who live on islands made entirely of floating reeds. They stack reeds upon reeds to create their homes, which are also built from these very reeds. Incredibly, even their soccer field is constructed on reeds. The floating city of Puno was originally created this way, so it could easily move to safety if danger ever arose. Today, these extraordinary floating islands attract tourists from all over the world, eager to witness this unique way of life on the lake. Number 18. While the Middle East is known for its vast deserts, the region actually lacks the type of sand needed for construction. The grains are too fine and smooth to be used in building materials. As a result, countries like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates import sand from as far away as Australia to meet their construction needs. Number 19. Built in 1919 in Wichita Falls, Texas, the Newby McMahon building stands just 40 feet tall, earning the charming nickname, the world's littlest skyscraper. Despite its modest height, it holds a unique place in history as a quirky piece of architectural charm. Number 20. At the Sands Marina Bay Hotel in Singapore, you can take a swim in the sky. Located on the 57th floor, the open-air infinity pool boasts glass windows that make it feel like you're floating above the city. Towering at a height of 1,115 feet, it's the world's highest swimming pool, offering an unforgettable view and an exhilarating experience. Number 21. The 49th parallel, which roughly separates the US and Canada, may seem to favor the northern country, but a small portion of Canada lies just below this line. Surprisingly, about half of the Canadian population lives in this small area. Both of the country's largest cities, Toronto and Montreal, neither of which is the capital, are located below the 49th parallel. This explains the concentration of Canada's population in this region. Number 22. Have you ever wondered why Queen Elizabeth appears on the money of Canada and Australia? Despite what many people assume, the Queen is still the head of state in both countries. Yes, that's right. The Queen, in name, continues to reign over Canada and Australia. And these two nations aren't the only ones that remain under British rule. There are 14 other Commonwealth realms, including New Zealand and Jamaica, that still recognize the Queen as their sovereign. Number 23. The cuddly-looking but surprisingly aggressive polar bears reside within the Arctic Circle, meaning they can only be found in 5 countries: Norway, Russia, Canada, Denmark, and the US. In Denmark, you can spot polar bears in Greenland, while in the US, Alaska is the only place where these majestic creatures roam. Number 24. The global leader in coconut production is Indonesia, which generates 201.7 million tons annually. That's a lot of coconuts. Number 25. It may seem impossible, but the moon is actually smaller than you'd expect. When it comes to diameter, Australia is bigger than our beloved satellite. The moon's diameter is 2,112.662 miles, while Australia measures a whopping 2,485.485 miles. The difference may not be gigantic, but it's still mind-blowing to think that a whole continent is bigger than the moon itself. And that's it. Geography is full of surprises and unique stories. If you enjoyed this, like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating facts. See you next time.